it's hard to see. Now I'm wide awake. You hold me once, I kiss you twice. I love that look when you're surprised. Catch me as I'm falling into you. I feel lucky just to be with you, and it drives me crazy. I don't believe it's true. I lost you one time. Do it be unfair? I feel lucky, lucky that you're closer you're by my side, the closer I come to realize you brighten all my days. Your breath is sweet, your lips are kind. Take my hand, I'll make you mine. Doing all the things you do to me. I feel lucky.
Hey everybody, welcome to Toll of the Dice, our new D&D show here on TPK Games Twitch channel. Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, if not and you're in the archives, thanks for listening and watching that way. This will all be available on Twitch and YouTube for the weeks to come. But I want to turn it over to our new DM, Jarbles, to explain where we've come from and where we're about to set off to. So he can do all the introductions, and I'm just going to sit here and be a player. Take it away, Jarbles.
Absolutely. I guess that I'm assuming that anyone watching at this point knows how to play D&D, and if not, you're gonna see some examples of that. And without further ado, I guess if we're starting, let us begin. Welcome one, welcome all, dear viewers, designated fates of this evening's revelry. You found yourself lost in the dark, searching for a source of light, a source of color in your world. Open your eyes and your hearts and see the wonderment of the multiverse and all the stories it has to offer you. Now come closer. Closer, yes, there you are. You look marvelous. It is good to see you. Tonight, we dine on a tale so magical it may only be told while it takes place. Avert your eyes if your stomach is made queasy by danger, or if your tastes require a predetermined outcome. Our players tonight are no actors, they're living their very lives. And now I must ask you, dear reader, to pay it the toll of the dice. Look now. Look into my crystal ball. Pour your focus into it. Don't spare a drop. Yes. Very good. I can tell you've had practice at this. Now witness what they witness. The backdrop for tonight's revelry. Here in salt-licked, fog-kissed, and rain-hugged Port Hubbard, over the gray stone and thick muck, the fishermen and women of fish go about their daily tasks. In the southernmost strait of Tropico, in the peak of the great age of adventurers, this place acts as a starting point for venture merchants, smugglers, treaties, backwater, backhanded deals of stab you in the back bastards that sell their loyalty to fight the men who have sworn it to you. A boisterous mix of Triton, human, elf, dwarf, gnome, halfling, and if you're looking, some of the chaotics at night. Port Hubbard is a small town holding large deals for those unable to make public dealings in the larger cities. These are salt of the earth and conquer the salt of the ocean folk. Tough, witty, tired, sun-torched, and weather-soaked. And abundance of trade goods finds itself lost here. Merchants equivalent this to what wine farmers may call the angel's share. A boon can be made here if you're willing to negotiate the bribes and thugs. Yes, if you need something and need it now, you'll find yourself here. If you value your wallet and your life, however, you'll find yourself gone before week's out. But here, in the Drunken Fish's Head, a 3-story port, tavern, and hostel designed in the likeness of the dire sturgeon of the owner has slain. Windows along the gills, its beady eyes taxidermied. And left in the head, its mouth open, holding the porch and front door, is the grand meeting spot for anyone in Port Hubbard. Enter with me, will you? Witness a band of adventurers in the corner making merry, several dwarves laughing deep in their cups, a halfling bard making a wonderful imagining of an old sailor's tune, now made upbeat and cheery, a barmaiden making her way from table to table stealing laughs, and a glass or two when she can help it. Triton guards off for the day in the corner, old salty fishermen, and so much more. And now, entering through the front door, we see a dark elf, a drow, long of white hair, courtly of dress, accompanying a stout dwarf. They seem a chummy sort. The dark elf speaks. Really? The fish's head? You can't tell me who you're meeting, Drum? Considering our last competition left me ahead, I'm surprised you won't tell me your source.
Well, the fish's head, I got a few friends from here. My friend Titus said this is the place to go if we need to sell some goods, and I don't know. He's usually right about these sorts of things. He's got an ear to the pavement, if you will.
All right, if you say so. Still, people are beginning to talk. Men don't come back from White Plume Mountain talking discreet paths and boasting new allies with something interesting in their packs. There are many who have given you renown before even checking to see if you had anything to show for it.
Oh, you know I've got shit to show for it, you asshole.
Now that's the Drum I admire. Now I'll be off with you. I have business to attend in town. If I'm to make our next meeting more memorable, I have to catch up, you old salty bastard.
Yeah, you do. Actually, before you go, I just want to show you this, just to prove that I've got the goods. I pull out my my Dragon's Head Warhammer and put it and just set it on the ground because I know he's not strong enough to lift it up. And then I'll pull out the sword, the dwarven. What is it? It's which one am I looking after? Whelm.
You're looking after Whelm.
Yeah, so I pull out Whelm, the dwarven crafted legendary item that we found up at White Plume Mountain, and just be like, gaze your eyes on this, friend.
My. It says more about your confidence than about your valor that you would show this in public. But still, yeah. I'm impressed, my friend. If that's the real deal, I certainly have something to do myself if I'm ever to meet your standards.
Oh, it's the real deal anyway. And I put it back and pick up my hammer. Get out of here. I gotta find my friends.
Be wary, my friend. You've made it the big time, and eyes are upon you. And he leaves. Throughout the bar in the back, through all this, there is a table set up with two people sitting upon it. A young lad of red hair and a Triton of brown. They seem to be playing cards, an old fisherman's game, one that Triton understands, and the boy seems to be learning.
Captain Tice, I don't understand. What's the point of all this?
Boy, you gotta match the cards with this card. It's Go Fish.
I don't care.
Classic game.
There's no killing evil in it. There's no honor. It's just stupid cards.
My boy. One day you'll learn.
I guess. Hey,
Let's
where's Drum? What?
Let's say we bet a round of beer on this next game.
Sure.
Drum, on your way over through the tables and the cacophony of sounds, you can hear people talking of their daily affairs. Some of it catches your ear and you're not entirely sure what to make of it. More talk of the world around you. Yeah, a local dwarf seems to be yelling out, "Now I'm out for adventure, and I'm all for killing goblins. One battle does not make a war. You'll see, young ones. Are you gonna pay up or are we drinking?" There seems to be much going on in the way of just people talking about, there's more gatherings happening in places. As you pass the two Tritons, they both seem to be just talking about, I don't really care for his new direction, but as long as the gold's good, I suppose our new royal duties are, workable. You find your friends playing a game of cards, and the young one, Alphonse, seems to be losing and not understanding.
And I assume there's some sort of pot, and I'm grabbing it.
Can I do a check to see if Titus is cheating? I want to look after my buddy.
Yeah, you absolutely can. That'd be, I guess, insight.
Yes, it is. 22.
Well,
Wow.
Titus, are you cheating?
Let's find out if I'll do sleight of hand if and then let's see. Oh,
Oh shit!
He appears to be on the up and up.
He appears to be on the up and up. Ah, little Al, how did I know you'd be losing to this card shark? And I'll just sit down. How's it going, fellas?
I just
Hey,
want to kill
mate.
some evil. We haven't done anything in 5 months. Alistair is out there in the Blood War, and we're just sitting here in this dumb tavern.
That's not true, little Al. We've been researching these weapons that we found. We've been trying to figure out how to craft items similar to their glory.
Crafting's boring.
Nah.
I know. I'm sorry. I know that's probably offensive, but I'm here to kill evil and smite it, so there's no evil in the world.
I have a feeling we will be smiting lots of evil soon, my friend. Why do I sound
Finally.
like Alistair at this point? Inside joke for the
Look.
group.
It's comforting. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm taking on some of his
Hey, mate.
personality to make you feel good.
that's so funny.
So, Titus, where are we going with the... We got to get back to our patrons. You said you had a lead on a vessel or something out of here?
Titus, you will recall there's an old captain in this town who owns a shipping company. He used to be one of the first mates on Captain Jax's ship. His name is Old Gerhardt, and he's a tough old cocoon. Cocoon?
And do I know his location, or do I just know of him?
Yeah, you know his location. He's actually supposed to meet you here in the bar. But he does, he's very discreet, and he trusts only people who have sailed the sea for a while. And he's asked that if you bring anyone that they set aside. You notice him sitting in the center, right here.
Okay.
He's an
All right.
old man with big, burly biceps, forearms, a big square chin. He's smoking a corncob pipe. His face is old. His head is bald. He's got one anchor on his arm. He's just barrel-chested, huge, and seems to be sitting next to an older man.
Okay. All right, then I lean in into a hush whisper to the boys. I'm like, hey guys, don't look now. But Alphonse, I'm gonna need
What?
you to go over to that old man smoking the pipe
Uh-huh.
next to the old man and whisper in his ear. Tell him that you're there on Titus, Captain Titus's behalf.
Oh,
He'll-
all right.
he'll know.
I can do that. I can also just send him a message.
No.
All right. I'm going to
I put my hand on his shoulder and sit him back down. Wait a minute, Titus. Is
What?
this a trick again?
I laugh. And
Last time you had this happen, Alphonse was glued to a wall for 3 days. We couldn't get it out of his hair it was really difficult.
I was really crusty.
No. You guys know me. Look at me. No.
We're
Yeah,
looking
you're all blue and finny.
and lie.
I think he calls those pranks.
Yes, he does. Some
No,
might
trust
call
me.
them cruel
Trust.
jokes, yes.
Trust me. This guy.
All right. Captain Tice, you're on my team. We're friends. We've been through White Plume Mountain together. I trust you. And I get up and I head over to that guy.
All right, you approach the two old men, one who looks thin and frail, the other who looks just absolutely just beastly.
Oh, God. Which one's smoking the pipe?
The one on the top. He's the big one. The really, really tough, mean-looking one.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper in that one's ear. I'm here for Captain Tice's behalf. And just lean back. And stand there.
He turns to you, looks at Titus, looks back at you, and shouts at Titus, "Why are you sending a boy to do a man's work?"
Hey! I can do things!
He seems to outright just ignore you and just like stand up, walk over to Titus and say, "Now, boyo, I told you here to be alone."
What? I'm still here!
He was there on my behalf. Hey, old Gerhardt. And then I stand up and I give him I go to give him a hug.
All right. As you go up to give him a hug, he reaches out his big hand as though to clasp you, and then he grabs you in an arm lock and starts giving you a really just intense noogie and says, "Where have you been, you bastard?"
Captain Tice, are you okay? Is he attacking you?
No.
Is he evil?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Gerhardt. I've missed you.
This is a lad proper. And he pulls you up, puts you by your a hand on each of your shoulders, looks you up and down. You've thinned out a bit, you have.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm
So
drunk.
Yeah, nice. So Titus, what you be doing in town?
Well, see, here's the thing. We're looking for. What are we looking for? Time out. What are we looking for?
A boat.
We're turning in the weapons.
We need to get these weapons back to our patrons.
Do we?
We do.
Captain Tice, you can't keep the weapons. I know they're cool. But
All
they're
right.
talking to you.
Me and Wave are really cool.
Yeah, Wave is not nice, Titus.
And the other one's just creepy.
Yeah.
And British, I think.
At this, the sentient trident in the back of your bag starts speaking up. Is he talking down to our gods again? Does he need to be taught a lesson?
No, Wave. No.
Is it talking to you again?
No, Alphonse. All right, let's get back to the task at hand.
Yeah. Gerhardt has been looking at this encounter very weirded out. Boyo, you haven't been out in the sun too much now, you have.
Well, I have, and I've been. I blame it on the alcohol. Anyways, we're looking for a good old ship to get us out of here, back to our patron.
Well, that won't be entirely easy to do so quickly, Naboyo. You've had a bad run of luck. Your name is tarnished. Your crew has been separated, half looking for you on land, the other at sea, surviving only who knows how. And every trader from the bowels of Merrow Peak to the guildmasters in their hoity-toity towers have one thing to say about the great Captain Titus. Unreliable!
The hoity-toity towers!
Yeah, the hoity-toity towers. My lad, I'm the only man who'll trust you with his ship for miles, and that's because I know better. Now, you gotta clear your good name or your crew is gonna starve or turn to piracy of a whole other affair than transport. Blood sport looks awful appealing to a man half dead anyhow.
Do you know where I ask him, and I'm like, yo, do you know where I can find some, first mate or any of my crew?
Last I heard, I think your first mate was sailing the ship himself. What did he go by again? Ah, yeah, Le Marquis de la whatever. The cat feller. And I believe your ship's doctor is on land. And last I heard, I think your chef is in a prison somewhere. But it's all talk. All that matters, boy, is that you're safe. Your sudden disappearance did everyone scared, afeared. They thought you really betrayed all those merchants, my boy. You best be watching out.
Sounds like Titus betraying people.
I look over at Drum, and I'm just like, No. No, I give him the look that says, not right now. And I go back. I look back at Oleg Gerhard. I'm like, not Chef Boyardee. Where is he?
Chef Boyardee. He's been picked up. He takes off his hat in solemnity. By the Merchants Guild. Lord knows what prison he be in. And pausing for a second, he turns over to Drum. I'm sorry, did you say betrayal? Me boy over here.
No,
Titus,
no.
the righteous of heart.
I said, pretty tales.
Deception.
That's just bad deception. Bad is bad. 12.
Me boyo. This man is an old human and clearly younger than you, but he still talks to you as though you're about 15. Oh, you don't want to be lying to an old man, especially one who can help you. I didn't quite get your name.
Me?
Yes.
It's, Drum.
And I'm Alphonse!
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Drum.
Nice to meet you, too. I think.
Now, me boy over here, he's a bit, sporadic, I think the word is you would say. Have you been looking after him?
I been traveling with him, and that's about all I can say.
Have you checked your pockets this morning?
Yeah, I figured that trick out a long time ago.
I like this one. I'm gonna buy you around.
Ooh.
And he hails over to the bartender, or Nell, the bar matron, and she comes over with like a tray of pre-prepared tankards. It seems like she has an arrangement with Gerhardt. Anytime he raises his hand, just like another tray comes out. No money seems to be passing back and forth between the two. He must have a tab that you can't even calculate.
What?
He says, "Oh, this is fine and dandy, me folks. If you need a ship, I can get you one by midday tomorrow at most. You have to stay in town the night, and I don't envy you that."
Ah, this town is very cool. There's water and planks and pirates and
It's boring!
Wolverines. What'd you say?
Boring! I wish there were Wolverines. It'd be something to kill.
At this, as though noticing you for the first time, Gerhardt turns to you and says, "Oh, you like killing things, boy. Who are you?"
I'm Alphonse, a powerful sorcerer.
"Ah, I'm gonna call you Al, me boy."
Little Al. That's what we call him.
My eye fire just like gets really big and then dims really quickly. I said my name is Alphonse.
Little Alphonse it is. And he slaps you on the back.
Yeah.
He turns to Titus and says, "You're running with some odd folk now."
I lean into, I know. And then I'm like, I step away and I'm like, all right, Gerhard.
He says, "I'll be seeing you tomorrow midday. Feel free to drink your fill in the meantime, but I'd be packing up supplies. How long is your trip, and where you trying to go? Where do you make port, lad?"
Great question. Time out. I thought our patron was deep like below the base of the mountain, in a little village below the mountain. Why do we need a boat?
Your patron, you are. Oh, right. For those who've forgotten, for those that don't know, on the stream, you guys were hired to go clear out White Plume Mountain, return the 3 sacred weapons to the Tower of Saveron, where the Legion of the Three reside. Drum may have filled you in on all or as little of the details as possible to keep you from running away with the weapons.
I'll tell you later. Just find us a boat.
All right. Okay. That catches me up to speed. All right.
Hey, do you know if there's anywhere we can buy supplies for, like, creating something of metal and stone and metal?
You'll probably want to go down to Mad Margaret's. Her apothecary carries more than just your typical wares. And he looks over at Drum as though knowingly, and more than most men can afford, if you know what I mean.
Great.
What does that mean?
Oh, boy. Titus, I don't envy you the path ahead of you. Drink this.
I lean into Gerhard and I'm like this. I know. Thank you. And then so what's up with Gerhard's companion? He didn't say anything.
He seems to be quietly sitting, just observing. He's a very frail old man. He's like, once you indicate towards him, Garrett says, this is old Calhoun. He's me business partner, and not a friendlier fellow you ever meet. Old Calhoun seems to be just staring into his glass solemnly, not speaking.
Can I do an insight check on him to see, like, what's his deal?
When you say what's his deal, what do you mean?
Like, why is he... I want to know why he's staring. Is it sad? Is it angry? Is it, like, is he sad or angry? Or just nothing? Is he, like, so depressed and broken as an old man?
Oh, okay. You're trying to read deeper into his emotional state. Yeah, go ahead and roll me insight.
25.
You get the sense of a huge amount of exhaustion and silent resignation. Just, you're not entirely sure towards what, but you get the idea that he's not in this bar by choice.
Hey, Calhoun, my name's Alphonse. And I put out my hand to shake his hand.
Without looking at you, he holds his hand out limply towards you, gives it like a fish hand, one of these, and then goes back to sipping his drink. Gerhard laughs followingly.
As he touches my hand and we make contact, I'm going to do a cure wounds, level 1.
Oh, all right. He seems to feel refreshed.
It's for 1 hit point.
One bag goes away under his eyes.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point for empowered healing so I can re-roll that. So that's a D8. So let me...
you can just hit Cure Wounds again because it'll just roll that one dice again.
Boop. What?
That is another one. A small bag on his other eye goes away.
This is a great start for our journey, guys. Real great start.
Gerhard laughs uproariously.
Get the ones out of the way.
Oh god.
At the sight of this glorious magic, at this radiant light coming down and doing so minimal, these 4 people in the corner here, who are all laughing merrily and just trading stories, seem to notice you guys, and be laughing particularly at Alphonse, chuckling to themselves. This guy over.
I look over at him like, you see something funny? And then I try to intimidate them.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
This is great.
Ooh, salad rolls.
Over at the table, you see a fully lightly armored half-orc woman, a male dwarf, a female tiefling with red horns and a red tail, and then a human woman. And the half-orc stands about 6'9" tall, and starts bellow laughing. Oh, you're funny and cute.
I'm like, I take a step back. I'm like, Alphonse, you handle it.
The dwarf at the table chuckles. Go on, boy. She's got the fancy for you.
Listen, we don't want any trouble.
I hand Alphonse my mead and I say, bring this over to the lass. She'll thank you for it, little Al.
What? What? To her?
Yeah, little Al.
I haven't taken a drink out of this. You can bring it over to her and tell her it's a gift from you. That'll calm her down so she doesn't kill you.
Oh, okay. Is she evil?
No. She's just excitable.
Okay. I walk over to the half-orc woman and give her the ale. This is a gift.
Oh, you're very, very sweet. The big
Thanks.
tusks seem to be getting in the way of her talking. At this, the dwarf beside her is like uproariously laughing, and she kind of gives him a slap as though there's nothing funny. She takes the stein out of your hand, and in one swoop, just slams it down on the table.
Wow! That was awesome!
And at you saying that, she seems to flush from green to dark green.
What's
the
your name?
Me?
Yeah.
She seems to kind of like look at her feet and not know what to say. The tiefling next to her with the long white hair says, "Her name's Yvelda. She doesn't have a last name, and she's very, very single." And at this, Yvelda like throws the stein at her friend and it hits her square in the face and says, "Shut up!"
Hi, fella. I'm Alphonse. I also don't have a last name that I know of.
That makes us same.
Yeah.
Yvelda like same. And she grabs you by the shoulder and starts taking you away upstairs.
What? What's going on?
I look over at Drum and I'm like, our little boy's gonna become a man.
All grown up. All grown up.
What's going on?
Yvelda is now picking you up effortlessly, like swaddled under the arm. The tiefling seems to be encouraging this, like, "Oh, they're so sweet." She looks over at Titus, and says, "Oh, your friend's gonna have a good day."
I'm gonna
Thanks.
use message the cantrip. Hold on. You point a finger within range and make the message. Yeah. I'm gonna point it at Drum, and it's just going to be
All right, Drum, you get a sound of screaming in your ear, very clearly Alphonse's.
Oh, man. I ignore it. He'll enjoy himself.
And then I pose a cheers to our compatriots. I'm like, raise my glass to our boy Alphonse to becoming a man.
The rest of the bar all cheerses at this, and Gerhardt buys a round for everyone. The other adventurers invite you to their table
Let's go sit
to
down
share
with
this
him.
drink with them.
Oh, god damn it.
I accept.
I accept too.
So the dwarf introduces himself. Says, "Hello, I am Orsic Aranor, brewmaster, and the best dwarf you know around these parts." And he looks over at Drum as though this is like an inside joke between dwarves.
Yes. I'm Drum. I'm actually from the northern parts of this realm, and this is my friend Titus. He's a good guy sometimes.
Hello, good sir.
Lovely to meet you. He indicates to the tiefling and says, "This is Kriela Zapar, wizard extraordinaire, and this," he points to the woman who seems to have been losing a drinking competition with him, "is Anna Rodman, usually the most alert of us all, but tonight," and he like taps her on the forehead, and she just, "Not done. I'm not done. You're gonna lose." Tonight, she's lost her weight in gold.
Yeah, I can tell. How's it going, Anna?
You're not my dwarf.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I know that.
Right.
I know that. You think I don't know that? Of course I know that. Where's your drink? Where's your
Oh, it's
I
right
know
here.
that.
What's the game?
The dwarf looks over to you and says, "Ah, come now. You think you're gonna take the very last pick of her pocket? Be my guest."
No, I'm not that cruel. Actually, my friend, after my friend has couple minutes of fun upstairs. We were actually looking to maybe see if there were any weird happenings around these areas for tonight. We're stuck in town for 24 hours and thought maybe we could, smite some evil.
Smite some evil, you say?
Yes.
Well, you must be new to Port Hubbard. And he looks to Titus clearly with the ship on his chest. There takes all parts around this. It takes all kind to run this place. But if it's gossip you want, there has been talk of strange things in the north. At the very least, there seems to be all the other kin and all those genasi. There seem to be just rallying up. Now, I don't mind when people to get together and have a pact, but it seems to be causing all this stir. Now everyone's moving into town and gentrifying and making everything look all hobbity.
Hobbity, eh?
Yeah, real tiny.
Real small stuff.
Yeah, not like us.
Hairy stuff.
Absolutely.
Covered in greenery.
Now, when you say evil, define evil.
Well, any robberies or
Plenty.
monsters attacking.
Always.
Yeah, always? Oh,
Always, my lad. This is Port Hubbard.
my friend Al will be very happy to hear this.
Throw a stone. You're sure to hit one.
I literally look for a stone to throw. Is
You
there
find-
one around?
Yeah.
I pick it up and I throw it.
What direction do you throw it?
Randomly.
Okay. Give me one sec. You throw it at a painting.
And it's evil.
And eyes pop up, its mouth opens, and you see very, very sharp teeth, and it just swallows it, and then forms back into a painting.
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck?
I didn't lie now, did I, boy?
That's amazing. I want one of those. How much does that cost?
I don't know. He flags down the waitress, Nell, and asks about the painting. She has no idea. She says, I really don't know. That's the bartender's thing. Anyway, lads, I see Gerhardt's still paying. Is that for this round, or you want something to eat? And I heard you talking about gossip.
Yes.
Without
awesome.
me, without Nell. She looks over at Titus and puts a hand right on the shoulder, as though they're old chums. You've never met her before.
Okay.
Ooh, she likes you.
I just look at her hand and I'm like, girl, bye, get off me. No, no, I don't know. I don't know. I look at her and I'm just like, don't touch me.
Ooh.
Bitch.
All right, fine. This one has claws. Now, I will say this. There has been a string of muggings lately around town. You didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from old Nell. But you will give Nell her due, and she holds out her hand as though for some coin, and she'll give you some more details.
I'll give her a gold piece.
Ooh.
There's not
She's
a lot.
Yeah, that's like a month and a half of work for anyone.
I have 20 of them, so, she can have one.
Just for reference, beers here are like 5 copper.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
And how
that's
much
awesome.
money do we have?
So much.
Okay.
She takes it, pockets it, and says, now, about every 5 nights, there seems to be newcomers coming into town every single day, but every 5 nights, people are robbed, mugged. No one's been killed, which is the strange thing, but they've all been searched, their items scattered about. No one knows why, but it always seems to happen every 5 days. And that's all I have. But it's been happening around the south side of town.
Is today a 5th day?
It very well might be, my friend.
Interesting.
Wait a second.
Titus, you
That's-
think you got something to say about this?
At this, upstairs, you can hear a loud...
Hey, no. I won't roleplay this. I've got some things in mind. All right.
Oh,
No, you're not jumping straight to that.
no, hold on. You don't know what that indicates. Just give me...
Okay.
I look over at Drum. I'm like, Alphonse could be in trouble. And then I get up and I start running towards the stairs. Or wherever. Did they go upstairs?
Oh yeah, they went upstairs. You run your way up the stairs. Drum,
I'll
do you
join
follow?
him.
And I start yelling for Alphonse. Ow!
Inside the room, Alphonse. Yvelda has greased herself up, put a bunch of ceremonial painting on herself, and has been throwing you around the room, wrestling you. Your clothes are still on, but she has been, as she puts it, seeing how tough you are.
All right.
And as you open the door, Titus, Alphonse is literally like thrown into you, and Yvelda it's tackled her and both you, and you both tumble over. She just says, "You are squishy."
Oh shit! Wait, okay, question: is Alphonse greasy right now?
Yeah, he's greased from where she has grabbed him.
Oh.
I don't know what she has on her, but it's really slippery and it's really weird.
Alphonse, I came to get you. I think you're in trouble.
You think? I sent a message to Drum, but I guess it didn't get through.
Alright, I mean, I stand up, and then I set Alphonse back, and I close the door, and I look at him like, run!
Why go from Yvelda?
Oh, I don't run from that. I want to do an insight check on Yvelda. I want to see, like, because her friend said she's super single. How is she internalizing that? Is she like super desperate? Like, what's going on here?
Okay, give me insight. You want to see the emotional state of Yvelda?
Yeah.
Or is she
11.
a strong, independent woman?
You get the feeling that Yvelda, she's from the wilds. You think she's a half-orc. You don't think she was raised with the customs of most people.
Mm-hmm.
And you think this is like her normal way of courting, and as far as she knew, things were going really well, and then suddenly you just left.
Oh! I turn back to Titus. Titus, I have to finish this.
What? Okay.
I can't turn my back on someone in need.
Okay,
And-
well,
She clearly needs this.
I put a hand on Alphonse's shoulder, and I tell him, go in there. Do your best.
Do your best.
I'll try.
No, I give
I'll
him bardic inspiration.
Oh!
Oh, man. Thank you.
A little bardic inspiration.
So I'll walk back in the room. This is not how I thought it was going to go, but I have backup measures. So I ask Ivanka, or however you say her name, so is there, weird question, is there something you've always wanted to do this with, like a certain creature or monstrosity or animal that has, I accidentally clicked in the chat, that has a certain challenge rating?
Yvelda seems confused, and she just points her finger at you and pokes you in the chest.
Do you want something less squishy than me?
She thinks about this and says, "No."
Oh, thank you.
She grabs you and
Huh?
throws you on the bed.
God!
I make my way down the stairs because I am done standing next to this door, and I go back downstairs to join Drum and the other group at the table.
Down the stairs, Gerhardt has left. Calhoun is still sitting by himself, and everyone is laughing with Drum, all musing about what's going on. Cruella the tiefling is like, "Oh, don't tease them about it. They're adults. They'll be fine." And Orsic is just laughing with Drum. That boy did not have a whit of sense about him.
Seriously, he has no idea what's coming.
So, I want to interject as James fight. Alphonse is only 17. Just putting that out there.
Oh, I
I'm
just
gonna
remembered
reject
something. Alphonse is only 17, and I run upstairs. Knock on
When
the
you get
door.
upstairs,
Al, don't do it, my friend.
I have to.
No.
I have to. She's in need.
But if you do this, you become the bad guys you want to smite.
What?
Yeah.
What? I dimension door back down to the main hub.
Drum, you hear a sudden silence because you don't know that he's dimension doored. And then
Hello?
you just hear soft weeping and confusion.
Oh.
Alphonse, stop crying. It's okay. It's gonna be okay, Al. One day, you'll find somebody in a year when you're older, you'll realize this was for the best. And tonight, we have a mission, actually, and I think you might enjoy it. Al, stop crying. It's okay.
After you make the speech, the crying stops and the door slowly opens, and Yvelda is there, and she says, "You
Ah!
take me mission. You make me feel better."
Yes. Mission.
Ladies drum.
Come,
Take it.
come join us for some mission fun.
Yvelda, find someone.
One day, Velda. One day.
She hugs you
Oh, there.
and picks you up
Oh, okay, enough with that.
and just keeps holding you and starts weeping very loudly into you.
Oh,
Little dwarf man.
it's for the best. Alphonse, he's, young and inexperienced. One day you'll find somebody more to your stature.
What meaning stature?
Well, let's go downstairs and discuss it. Come on.
She doesn't let go and
Grr.
carries you downstairs.
Okay.
Downstairs, Alphonse is shirtless, greased up, and directly on the table, on top of Calhoun, who is trying to shove him off. There's drinks everywhere, and everyone's just laughing at this.
I'm sorry. Drum said I'd be evil if I went through with it, but I thought I'd be good because she seemed like she really needed it, and she just wanted companionship. But I don't know what to do anymore.
The old Calhoun is just like, "Get off me! Just get off me! Whatever you do, get off me!"
Okay, I get off of him.
He struggles to his feet, and tries to pick himself back up. He's looking at spilled drink in his clothes, and he's just like, "Why are you so mean to me?"
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I take a rag and try to dry it off.
At this, he seems to just be just more confused and scared and weirded out, and just starts stepping back.
No, I'm sorry.
Nell comes over, right as rain, and starts wiping up and says, "There now."
I'm sorry.
Shush, little Al. Shush, little Alphonse. This
Question
is
from James. Are there broken glasses anywhere? Did I break anything?
Oh yeah, you fell directly on old Calhoun's table.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then I'll cast Mending on everything to fix it back up. I'm sorry. Mending.
The glasses, all shattered, reform into their original place. Now clean and now removed of other elements. Some of them mixed together in a weird alignment, so they're kind of malformed. Nell looks at this, looks around, and says, "Well, I suppose no harm, no foul. Come on, come on, Calhoun. I'll get you a fresh shirt." And she gives you a wink like, "This happens all the time. Don't worry about it. You're fine."
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That was the end of my adventure.
A long pause.
Coming downstairs, sobbing lightly, with Drum in tow, patting her on the back, is Yvelda. "It's gonna be okay. Tonight we do a mission."
We have a mission?
Yes. tonight is the 5th night, which means somebody's gonna get attacked and robbed.
From evildoers, and we can stop them.
Exactly. I think it's gonna take place on the piers around here. I don't know, but I think we should go explore the night and find these robbers.
Sorry. Let's do it.
We said at the same time.
Yeah.
Go team.
I'm gonna turn to Yavelda and say, I'm really sorry, but Drum said I'd become evil if I did it, and I think it's because of my age, but I don't know. But you're a really cool person, and you're really cool, so keep being you, and you don't need anyone to make you happy, you just have to make yourself happy. And I'm gonna make a persuasion check to cheer her up.
Okay.
Nice.
27.
27.
Yeah.
This seems to
persuasion.
really lift her spirits. She stops crying. She puts her hand on your shoulder and say, "Someday you not be squishy."
Oh, thank you.
And then she goes drinking with the rest of her group. And they all seem to be giving her a round of reconciliation and laughter and pats on the back. And the tiefling seems to be reassuring her and being like, "Good job, good job.
Oh.
You'll get
All
it,
right.
bud."
I stand up to meet up with Alphonse and Drum, and yeah, I propose we make our way south.
Yes, actually, I think. Hold on one second, and I run over to Nell, and I'm like, "Hey, where's Mad Margaret's? Is it south?"
Oh, Mad Margaret's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely south. You're going to want to take a right down Barkenstein's, and then once you see the dead horse, you're there.
Dead horse, Barkenstein's. Got it.
Dead horse.
Good stuff. Thank you. Have a good night. And then I run over, and I'm like, "Okay, let's head to Mad Margaret's, and it's south anyway, so we might run into the robbers, and I need to get some materials to try to synthesize these legendary items that we found after all the research Al and I have been doing."
I'm gonna go get my shirt first.
Nope, no
And
shirts.
What?
No,
I'm-
now that Evelda has claimed that shirt, she will battle you for it if you try to take it back.
What? Well, I think I can take her.
No, you definitely can't take her.
From?
I'm
You've
telling
seen
you,
me
kid.
take on way bigger.
Yes, but she's, out of your league, kid.
I don't know what that means. We've killed like hundreds of things, evil things
Do you
together.
want to kill Evelda for your shirt?
Okay, when you say it like that, you're right. And I walk out the tavern shirtless.
All right.
Hey.
A young, shirtless 17-year-old waif with fiery red hair and no chest hair.
Beautiful little boy.
All the Nell kind of gives you like a once-over, like, huh. Everyone else is either cheering you or like openly gawking. When you get on the streets, the constables kind of look at you and just give you like, "Lost a bet?"
Kinda, yeah.
Well, we've all been there, kid. And slap you on the back with an open gauntlet.
Ow! Thanks.
All right.
Guys, turn right on Barkenstein.
Bark. Yes, exactly. Barkenstein Highway.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Barkenstein Highway. When you get to the bottom, you make your way down Barkenstein, which seems to be just a path full of gnarled roots thrown down together, and then cleared out of the way, as though like underbrush seems to grow here rapidly for no reason, and people just cut it every day or burn it. When you get to the end, you see a horse that seems to be petrified and just kind of in a perpetual, eternal whinny.
Must be the dead horse.
Then we've made it. If it's the dead horse.
And you get to a couple...
Alphonse, dispel magic on the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I do
petrified.
that. I dispel the magic.
Magical effect within range. This seems to not have the desired effect.
Huh. It didn't work.
Oh, it could have just been a statue.
Or it just
Okay.
could have been naturally petrified instead of magically
Magically.
petrified.
Oh, Good call.
Although I do have greater restoration that might bring it back. But do we really want to like waste that on a horse?
Listen, I've already used a lot of magic.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can use some too.
all right. Let's. I mean, well, if we bring it back, we could have a horse. That's
Okay,
my
okay.
argument.
I will cast greater rest. So I'll call up to Clangeddin Silverbeard. Clangeddin Silverbeard, bring this horse to us in its natural unpetrified form, and I'll cast greater restoration.
Greater, greater restoration. All right. So you touch the hand of this horse, its face, and its skin starts coming back very slowly. It's got midnight dark pelt, and then when it gets to its eyes are black as night and starts looking around. And once it gets to its mane, it's fire, literal fire.
Oh god.
And then it lets out a
Oh,
howling.
hell yeah.
And that seems to echo through the night, and it just like breaks the rest of the stone, and you're staring at a nightmare, a literal evil horse.
Oh, hello,
So
my
cool.
nightmare friend. Yes,
Oh, that's
I have brought
beautiful.
you back from petrified states. You are my
Drum?
horse now.
Drum, I don't think that thing's good.
Yeah, he's great. He's our friend, the nightmare.
Alphonse,
It's
you're gonna have to
cloven
you're gonna have to
hooves.
work with us.
Make an ominous. It seems to be glaring directly at Alphonse.
He's a friend. He likes
Yeah,
you too.
Alphonse,
Why is it
Alphonse?
staring at me?
it's okay, Alphonse. Al, it's okay. He's just a horse.
What do nightmares eat, guys? Anything?
I hope it's not 17-year-old humans.
Maybe that might be what they eat. I don't have anything. Is there like apple tree or anything around us? Is there anything I can, like a fruit tree or like bread on the floor? Like, is there anything around that I can try to feed this horse?
Anything that you can try to feed this horse. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Is there anything I can feed this horse?
Give me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Perception. 8.
Great. In the meantime, no, you do not. It seems to understand what you're saying, but doesn't speak anything back. Its body is like literal fire. It's illuminating things 10 feet within it. It's got massive fucking hooves that seem to be just glowing and cast iron. And it starts slowly just flying and floating up.
Wait. Do we want it
It's-
to go or do we want it to be our friend?
We want to be our friend.
I don't think we should send that out into the world.
Mr. Nightmare, come back, please, friend.
Animal handling.
Okay, that's not good.
Can I want to do animal handling with
20.
him as well. Oh, never mind.
It hears "Do not go anywhere," and then it stares down at Alphonse again, and charges.
Oh man.
I'm gonna cast protection from energy onto Alphonse
Oh, thanks.
and protect him from fire.
What's this?
You're a nice spell.
So he's got fire resistance
Nice.
for up to an hour concentration. Yeah.
So it's charging me? Do I get to attack back, or
Yeah, sorry.
did that start initiative?
Don't attack it. Please, Alphonse.
It's charging me.
But he's so cool.
It pours out a literal hellfire to Alphonse. And right as you slap on his back, it consumes his body, and then the nightmare flies away into the open sky.
Well, I'm gonna cast magic missile at it before it.
Oh, that's initiative then.
Okay,
Remember to click on your token.
hold on. Guess I'm gonna do it at
Whoa.
third level.
Latest. That's
Oh,
crazy.
did you guys do it? It's not popping up in my.
Yeah, it popped up on ours for a second, and then it went away.
Oh, roll again and let me know what your number was.
All
First
right.
time.
Yeah.
My
17.
initiative was 7.
Mine's 27.
Mine's 17.
27. Roll again, drum.
Oh, roll again? Okay.
Yeah, it didn't pop up in the turn order.
Oh god, I gotta click on it again.
That's weird. It's not popping up in the thing.
There
Oh, there
we
you go.
17.
And I did 16 damage with my magic missile.
16 damage with your magic missile.
Yeah.
And I'm still holding my protection from energy on Alphonse as concentration.
Alrighty. This will be interesting. Apparently, I don't have a token for this, but
It's okay.
I can do this.
Random token.
Oh no, I just meant for its sheet, but I can do this the old school way and roll over here, and you guys won't see, and I'll just tell you what happens.
Oh, jeez.
Sweet.
All right, Titus, you're up first. This thing is 30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air. Okay. And it's and we know. Can we? Okay, let me think about this. it's attacking Alphonse. Okay.
Would you like to learn something about it, or are you trying to glean where it's from?
That's what I was considering. But if anything, I want to just I want to kind of knock him out or something. Let me think about this real quick. I'm gonna cast good old fashioned hypnotic pattern to try and just immobilize him.
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. So let me see. I can reach up to 120 feet, so I'll be able to flash it in front of his eyes, and then. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I cast a hypnotic. Well, first I do my yell at Drum and Alphonse. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I close my eyes.
And I close hypnotic pattern. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do it right in front of the pony.
Alrighty, let me hypnotic pattern. The pony seems to have closed its eyes.
Damn it.
Oh shit! So it's kind of intelligent.
It's definitely intelligent.
Yeah.
It must know. And could deduce that it knows that you're a warlock of the light.
I'm a sorcerer. Thank you.
Oh.
Alistair, that was a warlock.
Oh man, I don't even know anymore. So question. I'm looking at the Roll20. We're still on this map and stuff. Do we need to even worry about location? Are we just gonna do this all imaginary?
We're gonna do this all imaginary because this thing is flying.
All right. So I mean, okay, yeah, I'm off to the side, so I'm not in its direct path. And then that concludes my turn.
Alrighty, Alphonse, you are up.
I am going to cast Hold Monster on it.
Good call.
So it has to make a Wisdom save, I believe. Yeah, Wisdom save. My DC is 17.
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It beats it.
Damn it.
Sick.
Well, that's all I've got for me.
All right. Seeing that this is you are both equally attacking it, but especially it looks at Alphonse. The fire in its mane rages higher and hotter, and you can hear cackling souls coming out of it. And it charges Alphonse. Alphonse, what's that AC, bud?
12.
Cool. He crits.
Oh,
no.
shit.
Which means
Get my calculator out.
plus. Holy shit!
Great. All
Yeah,
right.
that's 38. So you're gonna take 14 bludgeoning. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. 32 bludgeoning
Uh-huh.
and then 10 fire damage.
Reduce to half the fire
Mm-hmm.
because of protection.
Yep.
Okay, so plus 5 then.
Yeah.
So 37 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dope.
That's at a howling Winnie. And just
Cool.
seems to be trying to like clomp you to death as though you're just a blight on it, and it's just the most annoying thing. Just Drum, your friend is being assaulted by the creature you freed.
No. I'll cast Cure Wounds on him at 3rd level with my action. Oh, no, I won't. Yeah, fuck it, I will. I'll cast Cure Wounds on him at 3rd level. So you'll take 17 points of healing.
Thank you.
And then I will. Yeah, I guess I'll end my turn. But I'll stand
Alright.
there right next to Alphonse.
All right, you cast a holy light through the charm of your beard. Titus.
Yes. Captain Titus right here. All right. Okay. New plan because that didn't work well. So the beast is attacking Alphonse right now. So he's on ground.
Yes.
Okay.
He's about 5 feet above, so he's floating above Alphonse, trying to like just literally doing strafing runs of like hoof and like. So he's like just above Alphonse.
Okay. And let's. So what we can gather is that this thing just hates Alphonse a lot. Okay. I'm just going to. I take out. I unsheath Wave, and I'm like, "What's up, Wave?" And so I'm like, "You bastard beast! I wanted you as a pet." And I jump. And try to stab at his belly. Can I reach that?
Yeah. First if you're you're doing the jump, make your attack roll.
Isn't that like over me?
Yeah, it's over him, but it's also a large creature, so it's he can get to it.
Okay.
I don't know if you see this token, but it's see that. 23 will definitely hit.
Okay. And then I do 11 piercing damage with that.
Yeah, sneak attack.
Yeah, I add my sneak attack damage modifier, so 8 damage. And then I'm spending one of my bardic inspirations to do my defensive flourish. So I gotta roll a d8. Hold on 1 second. All right, roll d8. 8. Hey, that's dope.
Ooh,
8 extra
So-
damage and then also 8 to your AC.
Yeah, exactly. So my AC is at 22, and then so 8 additional damage. All right, and then I use I do my extra attack now. I got a 29, and then I do 8 more piercing damage, and then I step. I retreat like 15 feet over next to Drum.
Was that 35 points of damage in one round?
Yeah, those 35 points of damage. The horse seems to be spilling out just hot flames every time you stab it, and just like more and more what seems to be just literal. Every time you stare into the fire, you see like your childhood nightmares falling out and dissipating.
My God.
Jesus.
Oof.
And it's at this point that you hear a door slam open from the apothecary, and you see an old woman looking horrified and dignified, and she screams, "What are you doing to my steed?"
Okay,
They just
lady.
started attacking me.
This thing was in stone. I don't believe this lady for a second.
She pulls out an amulet, and like, it starts glowing, and she starts whispering some words, and the horse's eyes start glowing. But Alphonse, you're up.
Oh geez. Okay.
I don't like the look of this lady. I don't
Yeah,
think
neither
I
do
don't
I.
like this.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. 23.
23.
Does that hit?
That'll
Yeah, 20 definitely hits.
Just want to check. 11 damage. So that was my bonus action. And then, as my action, I'm gonna do the little cantrip shock and grasp on it. 20. Does that hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Dope.
Yep.
10 lightning damage.
The lady screams, "That's not it! No!"
God.
And then it seems after you shock the horse, the nightmare, it seems to break free whatever this bolt is that was connecting to it from the lady's amulet. And its eyes glaze over, and it starts phasing out of existence.
Oh shit. Oh god.
And she just screams, "Grab him!" Drum, you are up.
Grab him. I'm confused. I will shoot. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys.
Fuck it, grab him.
I'll grab him.
See what happens.
Yeah, okay. I'll kind of try to launch off of Titus's shoulders and grab him.
All right, just make an athletics check. See if you
this'll
can.
be
This is a
bad.
size larger than you. This isn't the grapple. This is just a hold on.
20.
As you hold on and you grab the creature, you can see the parts that are disappearing seem to be going away in a light swirling silvery mist, which triggers something in your brain. Go ahead and do knowledge arcana or knowledge religion.
I'll do a religion. 19?
This creature is escaping to the ethereal plane.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyone? Does anyone of us have access to the ethereal plane? Can we hunt this thing down?
I could banish one of us somewhere.
Oh.
What?
But I think you'd have to be from the ethereal plane for me to do that.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Friends are from the oceanic plane or whatever.
Speaking of, Titus, you are up.
So explain to me what's going on now. Is he still dissipating, and is Drum going with him, or is Drum keeping him in our realm?
Drum holding him seems to, for whatever reason, be slowing down the rate that it's disappearing.
Okay. And okay. So what I'm gonna do? I have to do something to disable it. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. 1 second. Let me see this. So, creature you can see. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be something. Okay. I cast suggestion, and I'm like, I suggest you land back here safely so we can just land back here safely.
You gotta phrase it as a suggestion.
Oh. So what's the
So you phrase it as a command. You're back.
Okay.
You have to phrase it as a good idea.
Oh, okay.
I think you
Hey.
should.
I suggest casting my spell. I suggest, you shit. Do I have any food on me or anything? Does anyone have food on? Could I pull out a piece of fish and be like, I suggest you try and eat this. Come down here and have some fish.
All right. So you said you should come down here and eat some fish.
No, bad idea. You might
All right,
look like
so-
fish to him.
Oh shit.
So at that, the creature starts unfazing immediately and turns to Titus.
Oh, it unfazed?
Yep.
Yeah.
The old woman says, "Finally!" and her holds out this amulet again, and that red beam of flashing light reconnects with the creature, and it starts like turning its like self stiff, and you can see its hooves start going to stone.
Okay.
Alphonse.
Seems like a good thing.
I'm gonna turn to the woman and just yell, "What's going on?"
Nice.
She says, "You're ruining my lawn is what's going on."
What does that mean? Just tell us what you know. And I'm gonna try and persuade her to tell us what she knows.
Dude, good call.
28.
Hey, that's my boy.
28 to what she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to have her
I get the
tell us-
situation.
Yeah, the situation.
No, what you said was, "Tell us what she knows."
Yes.
All right. All right.
Her eyes glow a deep, deep purple.
Oh God.
And as she is like holding on to this amulet, she says, "I know what lies beyond the border of life and death. I have seen the beginning and the end of all things. I know who you are and where you'll be. I know all."
So, can I do an insight check to see what the fuck that was?
Yeah, if you want.
15.
She was telling you what she knows.
God damn it.
Mad Margaret, I presume.
Jarbles. Okay. Well,
Do
I'm
you
done
say
with
that?
my turn.
Yep.
Yep, Drum, do you say Mad Margaret, I presume?
Yep.
Her eyes immediately pop back to normal and she says, "Pleasure."
Indeed. Guys, stand down. This is where we've been trying to get.
The horse, the nightmare, slowly cascades itself back into stone, and she lowers it to its original position. She walks up to it to check for any scratches, to see where like it was cut. Its petrified body still retaining the wounds, and she just kind of gives a little. It's gonna take days to fill that in.
You should probably leave that somewhere else in the future. I mean, it's sitting here for any traveler to discover.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leaving a petrified horse somewhere where someone might just let it go free.
Well,
My
I thought you
mistake.
knew all, you know. Seems like something you should have known or foreseen.
boom, roasted her. That's my boy Drum. That's my boy.
She considers this, mulls it over, accepts it, but then still holds her tongue waggingly as though she won.
Why do you have an evil thing in a statue?
Why were you going to leave an evil thing into the ethereal plane? Come inside and we'll answer all these with a fortune reading. Hi, I'm Mad Margaret, and she holds out a card that seems to be nothing but swirling lights. And like her name appears like every so often, but mostly it's just swirling lights and really hard to read. And hands one out to each of you.
I was just trying to kill it.
Yeah, that's nice. Next time, it's just nice to, not destroy other things' property. I know you guys are foreigners. And she taps on Alphonse and says, I know you're young, but you got to learn sometime how not to vandalize, okay?
Okay.
Good lesson. Let's head inside.
A thick glob of drool slowly just goes down her mouth, and she seems not to notice. All right, let's go.
Great. It's the magic version of Rick from Rick and Morty.
You guys enter into an old. Basically, it looks mostly like a shack, like a one-story shack with two windows on it. It's got faded black driftwood kind of put on its fronts. A lot of bones seem to be dangling from strings. A lot of strange incantations just painted all over. If you were a sailor of sorts, you would find this place very superstitious, and you probably would avoid it. As you go inside, the place is an absolute wreck. There are bookshelves just kind of tossed over. There are jars full of swirling somethings just piled in a corner. And you can see the only place that is clean is a velvet blanketed table with a set of cards on top of it, which is "Welcome to Margaret's."
Actually,
That accent.
this might be a good place to take our intermission.
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
we're going to take a couple minutes intermission here. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. So, stick with us, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Yay!
D&D.
Woo!
I can feel you moving next to me. The room is dark, it's hard to see. Now I'm wide awake. You hold me once, I kiss you twice. I love that look when you're surprised. Catch me as I'm falling into you. I feel lucky just to be with you, and it drives me crazy. I don't believe it's true. I lost you one time. Do it be unfair? I feel lucky, lucky that you're closer you're by my side, the closer I come to realize you brighten all my days. Your breath is sweet, your lips are kind. Take my hand, I'll make you mine. Doing all the things you do to me. I feel lucky just to be with you, and it drives me crazy. I don't believe it's true. I lost you one time. Do it be unfair? I feel lucky, lucky that you're I feel lucky when I'm with you. You feel it too. Your breath is sweet, your lips are kind. Take my hand, I'll make you mine. Doing all the things you do to me. Oh, do you dream of electric sheep when you're lying in your bed? Is the waking world more important than sleep when it's all in your own head? Midnight calls from the back of the room like you're hiding know by now. see it sometime.
Take off your shoes, throw on a coat. Where are you going? The rain pouring down, it's turning white. Outside it's snowing. You packed all your things, you're ready to ride. Hold on, will you come inside? You don't have to stay if it's better to stray on the cold wind that's blowing. Set your thrill, what a thing to do. Hold on, hold on. Set your gun, said you're gonna run. Hold on, hold on. Turn up the light, or I'll paint it black. Nothing's showing. Don't be afraid if your mind is not made. What are you knowing? The island where I stand has been ripped away by an empty hand. And if that's the case, then I can replace the hunger that's growing. Set your thrill, what a thing to do. Hold on, hold on. Set your gun, said you're gonna run. Hold on, hold on.
I've done everything right. Why does nothing excite me? Stepping into the future, but baby, are you sure?
Welcome back, sweet, sweet patrons of fate, to the Toll of the Dice. We find ourselves in the apothecary of Mad Margaret, Titus the Triton, Drum the Dwarf, and Alphonse, the hopeful young lad. Shirtless, but hopeful.
Yep. Still shirtless. Yep. No, I remember.
Having just engaged in combat with Mad Margaret's, you think, garden furniture, although there was no garden, but petrified giant nightmare horse that she seemed to have tamed with the use of some sort of amulet that she's given no explanation for, and pocked away where you can't really tell where she put it. She just kind of like palmed it. She doesn't seem to. She was wearing just like a cloak with no pockets and like no backpack. You've got no idea. She just seems to be full of little sleight of hand. And every time she takes like a coin or like puts something similar, she seems to just pop it out from the air in her hand, look at it, and then put it back into the air.
Oh. some trans-dimensional magic of some sort.
Yes.
So-
Madam Margaret can fit all your needs. And
I
there's him.
Asking around town, and they told me you were the place to come if I needed to find items to craft some magical weapons of a sort.
This all depends on the weapons.
Let's start with the weirdest one. Titus, you want to show her our evil friend? What's his name?
Oh, whoa. Oh, Razor, black Shade Razor. Black
Yes.
Razor?
Shade Razor.
It's one of those. Yeah, okay, so I ceremoniously take it off my back and show her the sheath, and then I unsheath it, and it's showing that it's a Galaxy Dark Crescent blade.
The legendary blade pulls out before you in a moment of reverence. It seems to go silent in the room. Margaret looks at it, just confounded. Her eyes seem to be lost in its magnificence. And then a voice rings out.
Ah, good to see you, old chaps. Are we killing someone today?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Madam Margaret is taken aback for half a second and says, "Where did you get such a thing?"
White Plume Mountain.
Beautiful.
White Plume Mountain.
She hears this and scoffs. No. Everyone who goes to White Plume Mountain dies. This is not.
We didn't die. We survived.
Well, Nishiko may have died.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
What is Inishiko? I do not understand. Why is this? You would expect me to believe the people who tried to kill my horse go into a mountain and picture this? Nah, you steal this. But Madam Notel. Shh.
I'm gonna look
I like this
directly
lady.
in her eyes and say, "No, we survived it." Persuasion. I'm just gonna keep spamming it. 27.
She stares at the 17-year-old shirtless boy and down at this weapon that's still in the background is just going on.
Yep, slice them left to right, arm to arm, belly to belly, whichever which way.
You mean to tell me you survived Legendary Dungeon?
Yes. And we got all 3 magical items that were stolen there. And now we have to return them.
You returned them to me. I gladly take. And she starts reaching for the sword.
Hi-ya! I'm like,
From?
nope. I sheathe the sword and I take it back like this.
Why are you so rude? Entice me and then tell me no. What is you want to build this? You want Madam Margaret to buy Black Razor?
Well, here's
Oh,
the deal. I'm quite a craftsman of swords and magical weapons, and I just needed maybe some advice plus some items, some materials so that I can craft something, at least close to this.
Close to
Like a
this.
fake.
Dwarf think he is Moradin. Okay.
And I pull out the hammer and be like, this is one of mine.
She's
Indeed.
looking at the hammer and like back to the sword. And she's just like, how have you not been robbed if you show this to everyone?
We don't show it to everyone. We were told you were discreet and you might have what we were looking for.
Cue montage of us showing it to everybody.
She says, well, okay, so long as I am the only one you've been showing it to in town, I do not want unnecessary attention.
Yeah.
It would spell bad luck for me and you. Good thing you are wise.
Good
Yeah,
thing.
we're
Yeah.
so wise.
I look awkwardly at Alphonse.
I do, like in anime, that thing where they put their hand behind their head and go,
Nice.
You do that? With like, okay. Margaret seems at ease and says, well, okay. I'll tell you what. I have some devices. I have some magical weapons of my own. For you to craft such a thing, it would take months at least to make it well. You could maybe the steel itself. This is made from starstone and something else. The Gilded Hammer alone probably took. She seems to be counting in a language all her own. 500 years piece by piece. I have maybe 1/60th of what is needed to make this, but if you tell me specific need, maybe guide Margaret. She help.
Okay, so I've been researching this with Al for like 5 months now, right? So I would have some idea of what we need.
The best you could hope for is some sort of item that is charmed itself or infused with magical ability or infused with actual wild magic. Something from an entity or something that you could put into a sword to make it glimmer more. The best you could hope for is a vicious weapon or a silvered blade. To get a +1 magic weapon, it would take some great skill.
Okay.
But think you could get like a rumor from Margaret of certain texts that she might be able to connect some dots on for.
Well, okay, so then so this is what I want to do. I want to have her show me some stuff, and then I want to use my stone cunning racial ability to check them to see if it's something that I can use.
Okay, stone cutting doesn't necessitate metalwork.
Oh, well, like an amulet would be stone, right?
It
So
would.
I guess I would
I'm
ask
just for
her.
future reference. You're a tool cleric, so you know metallurgy, but just in general. That's just for everybody.
Okay.
But she shows you some text, and she says, "I have a curiosity. I may have something you need." And she says, "For the right price, I give information. For nothing, well, I have nothing.
What's the right price?
How badly do you need?"
I would sell you Alphonse here if you had what I was looking for.
What?
I mean, well, look at
He's-
him. I mean, we already gave his shirt away for this information.
Says,
Wait, you
This
gave
is-
it away?
No.
"He is a little young for my taste, but then Margaret can wait."
What?
Indeed. So, what's the price to see? Well, let's just see what you got first, right? Like, are you trying to give me information? What is this? I was just coming to look for some, magical items that we could synthesize.
See this mat Margaret has. If you want to make Shadow Blade, you can make Shadow Blade. If you want to make Blade Singer, you need Elf. But if you want a legendary crafting ability, you need to go to the Arcanum in the deep cities. But to go there, you need this. She pulls out from the air a library card that seems to be encrusted in runes and almost stone-like. It's glowing a faint red pulse. And it has the name Margaret attached to it. I can rewrite name, but it's very precious to me. I could trade for one of these weapons.
Give me 1 second. Let's go powwow. So, okay, guys.
Margaret will wait. In the meantime, I make tea and prep. Yes, divination session. Yes,
Oh.
free on the house. Okay.
Breakfast tea, cow's milk with some fresh sugar cane from the islands of the Goliaths, please. That's how I take my tea.
We do not have Island of Goliath. I do have a cobalt cane. Do you have cobalt
Oh.
cane?
Cobalt cane is good enough, I guess.
Margaret apologizes. Is different trade route. Sometimes we do not get Goliathine. You, Mr. Trite, I trust you like a little straightforward, black to the teeth.
Yes, please.
Okay, and you, young boy, that's sweet, I assume. Honey, that's honey. You need it for reverse. You're growing. Margaret, make. Gonna be lovely.
Okay, thank you.
She goes and scurries away, and you hear all manner of like silverware and dishware breaking in back as she's swearing and trying to look for the materials necessary to make tea.
Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I'm thinking Shadow Razor Black Mach 3 is not, very nice. And he's going
No.
to try to corrupt us on our voyage. So maybe we just tell them that we never found it and give it to her for this fancy library card.
But that'd be
I will-
lying.
Well, it wouldn't be lying so much as,
Lying.
yeah.
Al,
lying.
my boy, Al Drum. is bending the truth for a better cause. I agree with this. Now, but how about let's take it one step back. I have major image spell. I could probably cast it at a higher level, right? And maybe we can trick her into thinking that we're giving her all 3 of the weapons.
Oh god.
She seems
And
pretty
then,
powerful. I think we might get into some trouble with that kind of
Yeah, her
But-
eyes glowed at me.
I know, but what I'm thinking is maybe all 3 weapons will be like she'll be super excited and be like, "Oh, I imitate Mad Marjorie in a whisper. Oh, yes, thank you, adventurers. I will teleport you." Wow. And then she teleports us before she even knows anything.
Is that how you live your life? Just hoping others do everything for you?
Al,
Yeah?
it comes in time and lots of practice. But yes.
Oh. Alright.
I mean, so that's one option. I am also down to just give her the black sword.
I mean, it's an interesting idea. I have a feeling it won't work, though. I would be more...
Sorry.
No, you have a new
What-
idea? You've got
okay,
a better idea?
Yeah, no. So we use okay. We go with the major image plan, and then I get close and I use Swift I try and steal the card off of her. And then oh shit. No,
Wait,
okay.
I've got an idea. How about this? Let's do this. We'll go to give her Black Razor, and when she goes to take it away, I'll use banishment on it and we'll run real fast, and then it'll appear to us a minute later.
Or
right
we could
where
just
it was before.
we could just
right where it was
leave.
before. So we had run away, but would it come back to where in her shop anyway?
Most likely, well, let's do this. We could make her come outside for the handoff, and then use banishment and run away, and then come back a minute later, and it'll be outside for us.
Or we could just, complete our mission and give them all 3 since we have all 3.
But Alphonse, this library card could unlock the secrets of the great arcana. This'll help me build the weapons I've been trying to make for us for all of my life.
Oh, okay.
This is
I'm-
what bards dream of, Alphonse. A grand tale, a grand
Okay.
scheme.
Uh-huh.
Imagine it. We forge our own legendary weapons to be stronger than and I don't say their names, but I gesture towards the weapons, stronger than.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to make this work, but we don't want to give up these weapons because of
Okay.
our prior quest.
Right.
Do you have any spells that could help in our deception or maybe slow her down as we?
No.
In the
We
back, you
skip-
hear more clamoring. Zadradovia!
I'm gonna
going
go.
to-
I'm gonna go back and to Miss Marjorie,
Margaret.
Margaret, whatever. James Fight doesn't know. Alphonse knows.
We don't have a great plan here yet.
I already walked away. I'm in the back.
Okay,
All right.
Titus.
I want to help her with tea.
All right, you come into the back, and she.
How about we sell her this, and then we just come back tonight later and steal it?
That's a great idea.
Okay, cool. That's what we'll do. We'll sell her Black Razor for the library card, and then we'll come back and steal it back.
That's my boy.
Okay. Plan settled.
So,
Okay.
so I'm in the back.
Or I guess we just wait.
All right, so you walk into the back. Margaret is like throwing pots and pans, breaking tea kettles, and finally she just says, "Ugh, I do not have time for this." And she like waves her hands around. They start glowing yellow. She puts it on her forehead, and her eyes just glow, and you can see for a second they seem to shoot out a beam, just that seems to scope the thing like a flashlight, and then that fades out. And she says, "Ah, this is better." Looks around for like 3 seconds and goes, "Ah," and pulls out. "This is the cobalt sugar." And
Oh, hey, I just came in to see if you need any help.
oh, such a sweet, sweet boy. Yes,
Yeah.
you're a good boy. I like a good boy. So
Thank
many
you.
mean people in town to Margaret. No one nice to Margaret.
I'm sorry. But also, I'd like to renegotiate our terms for that library card.
This is going to be tough. But
Sure.
we talk after our fortune telling session. Sit. Drink your tea.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
Oh yes, carry this.
Okay. What am I carrying?
You're carrying a tray of badly stacked teacups that are very wobbly with like 4 different plates and like varying sizes of everyone's cups, and like it's very meticulously placed to work. But if you move it wrong, it's just gonna fall and crash.
Oh god. Okay. I'm doing it.
Margaret comes back with Alphonse in tow. Says, yes. Margaret would like to see more about you. How's this? We start with the dwarf, we move to the gentleman with the blue skin, and then the boy gets his turn, and then we negotiate turns. Margaret likes to know who she's dealing with. And she pops out like 3 copies of the card. Things of important nature.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Let's do that, then renegotiate terms.
Yeah.
And then I just stare at
Yes.
Drum and Titus.
She says, okay. Who is first? The dwarf. Ah, yes. You are familiar with like the calling down and the future. Do you have a questions you want answered in particular, or you just want Mad Margaret to give you a reading?
I would love to ask a couple questions.
Please, you
So
may
I-
have 2.
2. Number 1, is there a great evil out in the universe that we should be trying to smite? And number 2, what is the first legendary weapon that I will ever craft?
Okay. She hands up her crystal ball. She's staring into it. She says, the first question is easy. There are many unspeakable horrors which exist in the ethereal, the beorders beyond, the 9 hells, the canter of the abyss. All are coming and all are evil. You cannot hope to stop them all. But you may stop if you live a life just and true.
Good to know.
Nice.
This is hard question. There is much evil in the universe. And she like sips her tea. The first weapon you will ever craft. A legendary weapon?
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be tough. Give Mad Margaret a second.
Hey, Titus. This might be a bad idea. She can really see a lot of things.
Only if she looks for it, though.
True.
Okay.
Make sure she doesn't think we're the type of people who would steal our stuff back after we give it to her.
Okay.
So, yes, legendary weapons.
Legendary weapons. She peers into her crystal ball, her eyes glowing white again, this time flashing like yellow and white. And she seems to like have a confused look on her face. And she says, the form is cast, but never true. The weapon you make inside of you? Future bounds and future bonds. The weapon of drum shall live on. From hand to hand, it shall pass. But only come to those who ask. This one is tough.
Yeah.
You are making something strange. It's hard to pin down. But it will be. And she seems to be like gawking at you as though your hands are suddenly something new to her. Amazing.
It's been said.
All right. Little boy. No. You there with the tattoos and the charming smile and these 3 weapons that seem to be talking.
Don't say any more.
Oh, no, please. I read your hand, I read your palm, tea leaves, what you want.
My fair maiden.
Oh,
Do what you will.
do what you will. Okay. And now give me your hand.
All right. I extend out my hand.
She reaches her hand over yours, and you can feel a sort of pulse and energy as she's swirling it around. And you can feel almost like a bond and a connection as her eyes go into the back of her head, and she says, I am seeing. Oh, stormy seas. A father, 2 fathers. Confusing. Yes, one trapped in a cage, one trapped in his mind. Both have left you behind.
Okay.
One is on land, one beneath sea. One shall be bound and one shall be free. The choice will be yours, and yours alone. Do you roam free, or do you go home? Interesting. You hide more than you want to show.
I take back my hand from her. And I'm like, all right, that's all for me.
Oh shit.
No. I see who I am dealing with. And she gives like a small curtsy, knowingly.
I
Um, Now, little boy, do you want a shirt?
No, I'm kind of comfy right now. And there's only one thing I want to know. Is Alistair alive?
Is Alistair alive? Which Alistair? Who is this Alistair? Describe to me.
You know, he's like really tall and awesome, and he trained me, and he's fighting in the Blood War, and he's a disciple of Torm. And then I just list more about Alistair. I thought you knew everything. I thought I could just.
Little boy, yes, I know many things, but you would not give someone a test and say, go into the forest and grab me this fruit and not tell them the fruit. You would not give them no map. A name is but one of many. I need more. He is who to you?
He was
My best friend.
his mentor and best friend, yeah, before I came along. Now I'm his mentor and best friend.
Ah,
Isn't that right, Al?
Think
Yeah,
upon
sure.
your previous master. Think upon him well.
I close my eyes and think about Alistair.
Me your hand. Oh. Oof. You feel an intense heat. You feel like Madam Margaret is sweating profusely. Her hands are shaking.
Yeah.
It's
Madam
very hot.
Margaret?
It's so hot. Blood, claw, deathly maw. Sword, fight, all is bright. Hate, heat, never sweet. Only death down below. And yet, the silver glow of Alistair's heavenly bow. Then she grips your hand harder.
What?
But something else.
What?
Blood of fire, eyes of fate. You have no time to sit and wait.
What?
Life is for many, death comes for all, but heaven and hell will watch your fall. Blood is the war, and blood is what bends, and blood is the test for which you'll contend.
What?
She removes her hand, which is now burning red. Yours is perfectly fine, and she's clutching it, trying to, like... She's like putting a salve that she's pulled out.
I'm sorry. I put my hand on her and cast Cure Wounds.
Zaz! You 3 are more suspicious than you would lead on. And you certainly do lead on, looking at the weapons. Madam Margaret is a bit precarious of doing business with you. Seems, if not trouble, then certainly great events to follow wherever you go. The price goes up.
What? No, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
Let's-
we should probably just get these weapons back to our patrons, guys. It's good to meet you, Mad Margaret. I really hoped you could sell us
Mad
something
Margaret!
of use.
What if we do a quest for you? What if we go out and do something for those library cards?
Now this, Madam Margaret can do. For this, all I need is a drop of each of your blood in the vial, and the strict compact that when I call, you will answer. Or Margaret will find you.
Can I do an insight check
Surely.
to
To
see if
She's
she's
evil.
Yeah, that's what I want to check. Is like, is she evil?
that's not going to be an insight check. That is going to be more. There's a spell for detect good and evil, my friend.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Dang.
Okay, then can I insight like if she's being like deceitful or nefarious in any way?
Nefarious. Define nefarious. You think if she's trying to sell you into ill means, or if she's
Yeah.
lying to you about the price?
If she's intentionally trying to trap us or enslave us in some manner.
Yeah.
Okay, if this is a trap. Okay, insight.
Ooh, natural 20, 27.
What you get from Margaret isn't a sense of entrapment, but a sense of she seems to. You think she's more stumbled upon like a great tool or a great device. You think she's stumbled into an opportunity that she's really trying to hold all her cards on, but you also sense a wariness as though getting involved with you really does mean trouble for her. You also get the sense that she's not letting on how much she actually knows about you guys, and that she would probably be willing to sell the cards for something else. But the quest perks up her ears and seems a fair trade. But you also get the sense that these cards are very near and dear to her. And then you also get a voice from in your brain which says, "Oh, just kill already, my boy. We've been here for 3 hours." As the sword is like speaking to you in your brain.
Uh,
What if
I
what if
think
it's
we
just
should
one
do
of
it.
our blood? Not everyone's, just one.
Yes, what if I just give you my blood and my friends will help me with the quest?
No. I want the boys.
Fine.
No,
I'll do it.
Alphonse, don't do it. You can have mine or you can have none.
I think we should do it.
You said it was important to you, Drum,
I know,
so I'll do it.
but I don't want any ill to come to my friends.
No ill will come to your friends so long as they are capable, my good dwarf. But if you want to reach your destiny, perhaps you should know with what you are dealing when you call upon fate. This is not a simple task. This is knowledge to the arcanum. I do not like people who rob me.
Oh shit. I pull out my dagger and I slice my hand so it starts to bleed. Grab your vial. I'm ready.
She hastily pops one out of nowhere, scoops up only like 3 drops, puts it in a little potion, and then... Thank you.
Cards, please.
For each of you, she asks you your full name. Then she asks you to whisper one secret into the card and to not tell her the secret or anyone else. This will bind you. She hands one to each of you, and your names are written in. Do not tell me the secret. Do not tell each other the secret. Write it down right now, somewhere where you will remember. For this will enter you into the arcanum. You are now bonded to the cards.
I like it. Okay.
Okay. I hope this was worth it. Okay. Do you guys want to buy anything else from our friend here? Or should we head back and get some rest for our journey tomorrow?
Good question.
Oops. Oh, ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. I don't know what I was doing.
Alphonse, you're gonna need a new secret.
Okay.
That was good.
How do I delete this?
Not a secret anymore.
Damn
Hey,
it!
How do you spell evil? No reason. Margaret says, "This has been a wonderful evening. You are free to stay here, of course, but I have only one bed."
Oh no, we've got a room back at the Drunken Fishhead Tavern.
Very well. And she eyes the dwarf up and down. Could have been a fun evening. Anyway, I will tidy up. If you need anything else, you need potions, you need supplies.
Oh.
If perhaps you're going on to a journey, maybe some
Yeah.
food.
Do you have any healing potions?
Madam Margaret has many healing potions, but
Ooh.
what if I have to heal?
Well,
A
you know,
burn?
for
A
future injuries.
Blindness, deafness, stabbing, burning. What do you need?
Yeah, stabbing, burning, that sort of thing.
Okay, a potion that burns your enemies. One.
No. One that cures me if I get burned by my enemies. Healing, health, vigor, not vigor, health.
Or help.
Yes.
I sell you both.
Oh, okay. How much?
For this, it's a special price for trade. It's just going to be. I actually don't remember the price of a healing potion. I think it's like
it's
one
like-
gold.
I was gonna say, if we're going by the books, I'm pretty sure it's like could be anywhere from like 25 copper pieces to like 50 copper pieces. But that's like for like a super basic healing potion. But I don't remember. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a greater healing or whatever healing you got.
Whatever healing I get.
Yes.
Okay. Give Margaret 1 minute.
No problem.
In the meantime, please feel free to look around and shop. Maybe you find something catch your eye. Maybe trinket for a loved one. Maybe new strings for our little hero here. Maybe a cape for our young captain. She seems
I
to like.
will look for a hat.
All right, give me perception.
I want a cool pirate hat, like the 3-prong one. So it's like this and then like that.
Are you on a tri-corner hat?
Like yeah, the tricorner
Captain
hat. So
Hook.
perception. Oh, I only got 11.
11. You find an old dusty tri-corner hat with a very visible wine stain on it.
I'll take it. How much for this? How much for this, madam?
That? Oh. That was taken off of a man pleading for his life on his last day of rest. Is so precious, so precious. 2 silver.
Make it 1 silver.
Okay.
Yippee! And I
Okay.
throw her a silver piece.
Well, and she goes, she catches it, opens her hand, and it's gone. She comes in
God.
back with a bright red, a bottle full of some bright red liquid that seems to be glowing a little effervescently. And she says, "If you want one of these, it's going to cost you like 3 years worth of gold. I can only imagine how much a farmer would pay for this, but I know how much you will, and that is 150 gold."
150 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Do you have any boots of swimming? I
Boots
can't
of
swim, and now we're going to be near water, and that scares me a little bit.
So you want the boots of swimming, you say?
Yes.
Ay, das ist
Have you guys ever heard of 150 gold for a potion of healing?
No,
That's crazy, right?
I think so.
She really is mad, this Margaret.
That's all right. She gave us those library cards.
Yeah, for your blood.
Yeah.
I got a cool hat out of it, so I'm not too mad.
Well, okay. So you want a what you call it? Boots of
Yeah, boots of swimming, so I don't sink if I fall in water with my plate mail on.
oh, this is easy. This is only about how you say 500 gold.
500. Lady, what the hell?
How much gold do we have,
how
by
much
the
gold
way?
do we
Because we
have?
had a lot of stuff.
You guys have like
Yeah.
over 10,000 gold.
Oh.
Oh.
You guys have gems worth at least twice that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's good call. Let's definitely ask for some cool stuff. Are you guys looking up items just like online, or are you making stuff up?
I'm just making shit up like that I might need. Yeah, okay, I'll take the boots and the potion then. 150 gold for a potion. That's crazy. What does this potion do exactly that I'm paying in Arvin Lake
Hey,
for?
it pays rent and it does everything you need to do.
Do you have anything that'll make me less squishy? Or maybe something to increase my magical ability?
Something less squishy. Yeah, I have this thing. She says to you, Titus, she says about the red potion. This does as I said. It heals you and it increases vigor.
Okay.
Is it Red Bull?
It gives you wings.
So
Oh,
what
you
is
want
it? Is
flying
it a...
potion. Oh, okay. I take this back.
No. I want that one. Red
Oh,
potion.
150 gold.
Okay,
How much
there you
for a
go.
flying potion?
This the flying potion.
Potion of flight.
Potion of flight. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. But Mad Margaret has what Mad Margaret has. I think that would be. I only have one of these.
If you don't have a potion of flight, maybe you have like an item that like of levitation or flying.
Potion of flying right here on my list. 500 gold.
Boom, I'll take it. You never know when we're gonna fight a flying creature, and I gotta get up close and personal with
That's
it.
true.
And for you, little squishy man, I have this.
It's a
And what is
Bowflex.
it? I need to check something real quick. Ba-ba-bow. Oh, come on.
So Titus, I think this might be a bad plan. I think we should probably
Yeah,
just take the
yeah.
cards and go.
Abort the plan. We don't even need to do it anymore because we
Yeah,
have
we got the
passes.
cards.
Right, he got the with the blood pact.
Yeah.
I
I
think
hope
that's
she's
gonna
not
be
a
fine.
devil.
Drum, you have detect good and evil, don't you?
Nope.
Oh, right. That was Alistor's thing.
Dang it, we need
Yep.
Alistor.
Yeah.
Need you. Oh, that reminds me. I'm looking at my inventory. I have the Ring of Spell Storing. I forgot what
Oh,
spells
yeah.
we put on it though. I think it was like healing spells, or was it? It was like spiritual weapon.
I mean,
Bonus
we
action
can put
spells.
whatever we want.
Yeah, you did 2 bonus action. You did 2 spiritual weapons and then an inflict wounds.
Okay. Because I'm gonna put it in my level 9 spell casting slot, and I'm gonna say spell storage ring, or ring of spell storing.
Give me one sec. I'm looking for something to make you less squishy, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like maybe a ring or
A ring of strength.
something.
This man come into my shop looking for a ring of strength.
It doesn't have to be strength. Just like protection.
You want a ring of strength? I'll tell you real strength. You get down your bend on one knee, you marry me right now. That's real strength. Yeah, you see if you ever do it. Matt
I
Margaret
don't
say.
want to do that.
Typical man.
Okay. I just wanted to slay evil.
Oh yeah. This is what old men say. Sorry, I'm just looking for. Alright, I should have just typed it in. Why am I scrolling through this? I'm an idiot. Alright, let's get to it.
Okay. Will you drum? Will you spam the spiritual weapon dialogue in the chat so I can just copy and paste it?
Yeah, you can just okay.
Or I can just open your character sheets, can't I?
No, but you can just go to the roll 20 and just drag it onto your sheet.
Oh yeah, there.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, just go to the little eye symbol,
I
type
forgot
spiritual
about
weapon,
that.
and then just drag it onto your sheet.
Spiritual weapon.
Oh.
This is my only problem with 5e. It doesn't have listed prices. But I would probably be for about 100 gold. I can give you this, and she hands you a spell scroll. She says, "This will make you so non-squishy. You'll be the opposite. You'll be a barkish and tough."
Bark skin?
Yes.
Oh, Al, you'll love that.
Is scrolls only one use?
Yeah. I believe so.
But you have to. I mean, you should be fine, but I think you have to have enough stats in whatever spell tree. So it's like if it's a druidic spell, you need to have wisdom at least 13 to use it. I think it's something like that, but we don't have to do it like that.
Well, I'm good, so.
That's true. Okay, guys. So maybe we should head back to the Drunken Fishhead Tavern, grab a sleep before we have to head out tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Maybe we'll run into those bandits. We can do some slayage.
Oh, maybe instead of sleeping, we should just scope out the scene and do a stakeout.
Well, some of us will need to sleep.
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good. I have a lot of my spells still, and I'm not tired.
That's true.
I'm having insomnia as of late.
You guys can stay up and keep guard then, while I sleep.
I could probably sleep. I mean, I used my 5th level spell, one of my 5th level spells. But anyway, let's head back and see if we can find maybe these robbers will come out on our way home, and if not, Titus and I can go out and maybe hunt them down.
Well, I don't want to miss the fun.
Well, let's see how lucky we get on the way home. Maybe some evil will attack.
Madam Margaret.
Yes, young boy.
What?
Little owl.
Yeah. What would you suggest I get from your shop?
Oh.
I am so glad you say so.
It's like asking a waitress what's the best thing on the menu.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
Well?
You saw into me. You know me, I guess.
She says, what I have is not going to come at an easy price.
Nothing has so far.
Nice, that was dope.
This is very nice, but there is no way. Well, perhaps you carry 3 legendary weapons and just flaunt them around. You may have this much gold on you. And she kind of like reaches into her cloak for the first time and pulls out these long chained shackles that seem to be inscribed with like draconic, abyssal, celestial, just every form of language seems to be rested in all of these.
What does it say on it? I read Celestial and Abyssal.
It's a jumble of both, but it just seems to be bound, chained, grabbed, trapped.
Oh, interesting.
Sounds awesome.
It says these will bind. These are shackles of the dimension. These are 4,000 gold.
We have 4,000 gold.
Oh, why didn't you not say so? I should have bargained higher.
Well,
We only
too
have
bad.
3,000 gold. I was wrong because we bought all this other stuff. You know, we came in with 4,000, but now we only have like 3 because of all the other things we purchased.
It's too bad. You're probably going to need.
I have these gems.
Oh, well, he's got gems.
How much are they worth, young dwarf of stone cutting? I am not one for appraisal of gem cutting.
Oh, they're worth, Yeah, at least 4,000.
Deception.
I was like, how are we gonna do this? But I also want to ask
5.
if
Did you write down the gems and not what they're worth?
No, I know what they're worth.
Oh.
I just want to see how it play out.
They are
Nice.
not worth 4,000, my friend.
Yeah, no, they're worth 1,115 gold.
Ah, this is on top of the gold you have. We'll do well for this price.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hand over 3,000.
And I'll hand over the gems.
We're down to 6,000 gold pieces, guys.
I was gonna ask, do we have a bag of holding?
Oh, does she have a
No.
bag of holding?
Yeah, because that's something that we kind of need.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What are those shackles called?
They are dimensional shackles.
Hey, Margaret, before we go, do you have a bag of holding by any chance?
Of course, what do you think this is? Some podunk town? I have several.
Oh, well, they're pretty cheap, right? 20 gold?
Ugh, a pittance. 15.
Right. 15? Okay, great. So we'll buy 3
Let's get 3. Yeah.
I have 2.
Okay. I call carrying one.
I'll carry one.
Sounds good.
Okay. 6, 5, 9. Okay.
What do we do with the shackles, by the way, lady?
Madam Margaret is looking this up now.
You're selling us stuff you don't even know what it is.
I'm
You
looking up the
She-
specifics.
She's
Yeah, we'll figure
searching
it
in her
out.
brain.
She says, first, you must find the creature. You must make him incapacitated.
Okay.
They will adjust to fit the size. Do not worry about how small they are now or how large they may be. They will fit.
Well,
They will work as normal shackles too, but they prevent any creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to another plane of existence. Now, they don't prevent the creature from passing through an interdimensional portal per se, but when are those going to pop up,
Yeah.
You and any creature you designate when you use the shackles can use an action to remove them, and once every 30 days, the bound creature may try to escape, but is near impossible. Who has godlike strength, You think you're going to be bounding something with the strength of Silver Clangadin himself? No.
It's possible.
Wow, that's super dope. That's actually really cool. So we could capture anyone and basically make anybody our prisoner where
Yeah.
they can't escape.
After
That comes in handy.
Yeah.
All we got to do is non-lethal attack when we finish them off,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then we knock them out. That's dope.
Hey, Alphonse, so you want me to carry those in my bag?
I want to carry him.
They're pretty heavy.
All right. And for the key, 1,000.
I'm not that weak.
Okay.
For the key, you dog.
I can craft a key. Don't worry about it, Alphonse.
No, wait, we should buy the key
No, I can make a key. Why do you need to buy it?
for the dimensional shackles.
Yeah, I'll just fabricate a key with my spell
Oh.
inside the keyhole.
Oh man, I don't know any better. Okay. All right, thank you, Mad Margaret, if that's what you go by. We are.
Is it Madam? Mad is short. Madam Margaret.
Oh, sorry,
Easy
sorry, my
mistake.
fair lady, madam. I bid you adieu, and I bow, and I do like this, and I'm like, and I
She-
tip my cool new hat to her.
She gives you a curtsy worthy of any courtly gentleman, and bows to you and offers her hand as though you can kiss it.
All right, and I do so smoothly.
Fredra goes over and shows you that both our hands, in traditional dwarven fashion, do not have anything up their sleeve. And then she gives you a very firm handshake and a hearty laugh. And then when you remove your hand, you find a ticket for 1 free beer and 1 free divination reading.
Oh, she's so cool. I think she's a good ally to have. I like her.
Well, we'll
Right.
find out.
Alphonse, she She gives you a gentle embrace and says,
Oh.
They are the closest things you have to friends. Do not lose them. This world will try to snatch you up, and other worlds will try to do much worse.
Okay.
"Okay, good luck."
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, madam.
Bye,
Thank you, madam.
Goodbye.
Thank you, madam.
Thank
Goodbye.
you for your help.
You're welcome. Do not touch my horse.
Oh, you won't.
Yeah, that.
I'm serious. I will track you down.
You have my blood.
Okay.
We close the door.
Yeah, let's head out.
Yeah, we leave.
All right.
So I think we want to like be on the prowl on our way back to the tavern,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, let's use our perception and see what's going on. And what time of day is it now? Is it
Right now, it's about 8. No, it's about 9 to 10 p.m.
okay?
Sunset has already happened. When you walk out, it is now nighttime. An unearthly fog has come in. Well, unearthly to Alphonse, to Drum, who's well traveled, and to Titus, this is very normal for a sea-bearing town. And then it's very foggy. The alleyways look a little tighter. It's harder to see more than 10 feet from you, but everyone's on the street seems to be carrying lanterns to avoid hitting each other.
I'm going to take look. Is there grass around? Like any sort of like something that you would make fabric, or not like commonly that you make fabric out of, but that I could use to fabricate a shirt for my friend right now.
Spam fabricate.
So you use raw materials, and you can turn those raw materials into something else of that same material. So if it's like rope,
Yeah, give me a quick either nature or perception check,
okay,
or I guess survival or perception.
survival, nature, perception. None of those are good. Okay, I'll do perception.
Nice.
You find enough to make like just the sleeves and like the top half.
Could it be like a tank top, like midriff showing tank top?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you have enough to make a midriff tank top for Alphonse.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast fabricate to make a midriff tank top for Alphonse.
Bro,
Just
that's
fabricate over
Dope.
his-
It's like the 80s.
Yeah, right.
He's Johnny Depp from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, now with all this gear in tow, you walk through the night leaving Mad Margaret's.
Oh, sick.
The evening is dark. It's quiet. People pass you by, clutching their purses, eyeing you warily. This time of night in Port Hubbard is when all the others come out. You begin to see goblin folk, full orcs. Tieflings no longer afraid to stand in the light, walk openly, unabashed, juggling, laughing, leering at you. See all manner of creature, with stars in their eyes, daggers at their hilts, looking at you, whispering at each other, pointing, indicating, waiting, letting you be.
Is there one of these creatures might be the bandits we heard about earlier. Can either of you guys figure that out? I'm not very perceptive on that sort of thing.
Okay.
Can I do
I'm gonna
it?
I'll roll
Okay.
for stealth, and then I'll get into a more strategic location, and see if I could perceive anything closer.
Can I just do insight checks to see if anyone's like super shady?
Super
Nice.
shady.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my stealth check also.
just
Going
like
to stealth.
13. Eee.
So, Titus, you know how to blend into fog and kind of make yourself very hidden in a crowd. There's not cover, but you are able to walk alongside Alphonse and Drum and making them seem like more attention is drawn to them. You know Kuroko's
Yeah.
basketball?
Mm-mm.
Well, your sense of presence goes down so much so that you just heighten these two so they look especially more so.
Okay, I know what you're saying. That's tight.
Alphonse. Yeah, everyone here looks, just of malintent or at least dickish.
I think everyone's a part of the bandit gang.
Oh, that's highly unlikely.
All right, this looks like we're going into a trap.
Oh, I've got an idea. Oh, man. I wish we didn't have all this gold on us.
Ah!
Oh, man, it just weighs so much. Can I do a performance check to try and draw out?
As you do so, I get closer to the away from you guys.
Yeah. This seems to catch the attention. Everyone not looking is certainly looking at you, and you notice less eyes staring at you. Oh man.
It's a 19 on the performance check.
Give me a sec.
Nice.
Oh boy. Oh. Hey, give me one sec. I need to look at your guys' character sheets real quick and see what you had on you.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Did I just get the dimensional shackles stolen?
Where's, why can't I get this? Oh boy. Yeah. Hey, Alphonse.
Yep.
What's a familiar sense of rattling in your pocket that is gone?
What? Somebody stole something already?
Was it the shackles? I check.
No.
It wasn't the shackles?
It was your gold
Oh, okay.
and your gems.
Oh no.
Well, I gave all my gems away, so.
Oh. Well, then I suppose it's just a lump of metal that Drum gave you. It's at this point that several of these big creatures are just kind of looming in. They seem to be blocking alleyways. And out of the fog, you see a man with red skin, eyes that kind of cast a low, fiery glow. He seems to be wearing a vest and long, silken pants, no shirt. Is a long, pointy goatee. And he's wearing a few gold necklaces. And he's holding just a long, like a big jug of what you can smell is probably alcohol.
Hey, lads.
Hi there.
Out late for the evening?
Not too
All right. While I'm in sneak, I get into a more strategic position to ambush this guy stealthily if he does anything, or if he's right before he starts anything.
Hey, I'm Drum. What's your name?
Oh, let's not bother with names.
No, we should. We were actually going to be recruiting, and it looks like you look like somebody that might be good for our team. Adventurers.
Adventurers, are you? Come from afar then, have you?
No, we have so much loot on us. We needed to. Yeah, we were just heading home.
I'd be curious to know where you've been from. You sound like you're from the north. A dwarf
yes.
of the north.
I am.
And him, that young boy, not
Hello.
wearing a shirt.
No, I have this crop top.
I've heard... Yes, you do. I've heard tale of a young boy with red hair and eyes that glow. Is that
Oh, that's
you?
me.
Oh.
I'm Alphonse. Hello. Are you evil?
What a question to ask. A philosopher at that. I am many things.
Okay.
I don't think I could answer evil in an evening, nor good. I don't bother with such titles and renown. You may if you wish. But tonight, I am here. And just takes another swig of his jug.
Okay, second question. Did you or one of your lackeys just steal my gold?
How insulting to yell at a stranger in the middle of the evening making simple conversation. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Insight check. To see if he's just putting on a show. Oh, that's 12.
Your gut feeling says yes, but you've got no discernible truth to it.
Okay.
And he says, that must make you
Captain Titus.
He's pointing directly at you, Titus. You're
Oh,
hidden in the
shit.
fog. Alphonse and Drum, for the first time, noticed that you haven't been seeing Titus, and he's like
Oh.
10 feet away from you.
Titus, how'd you get all the way over there?
Hey, mate. And then I do a little curtsy or my little bow, and I tip my hat to him. Tip my hat to you, sir. How about you say you call off your lackeys and let us get on by with our merry evening? Unless you guys would happen to be the bandits that have been causing lots of trouble lately.
Bandits? Us? No, heavens no.
See, I'm here on official business, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks to be a document of ordnance. You catch it for a quick second. It seems to have an official seal, and he quickly tucks it back into his pocket.
You see, there seems to be a bit of dispute about a great many trade goods gone missing in the Caspian Seas. And a price on the head of one Captain Titus. 7,000 is a lot for one man. I'd be willing to share it with anyone here if they would help me.
Titus,
Okay.
you should come over here.
That doesn't sound right.
I roll initiative, boys, because I spring forward with my trident and I go to stab this dude in the face.
All right. Roll initiative, boys.
Because this is trouble. It was trouble when you walked
Ooh,
in.
15.
11.
26.
Jesus.
Alrighty. Give me one sec. I want to know.
You're trying to stab him in the face. Fuck.
You try to stab him in the face.
Yeah, that's my goal, is to stab him in the face. But obviously, I guess it would just be like, cut him. The damage, when you think about the damage in this game, it's like no one does anything lethal until it's like too late. Or until
Yeah.
the final kill. It's like,
So weird. Huh. This is weird. Normally when I pull down these things, it lets me just click on these buttons and fight, but I'll be rolling off camera.
Okay.
But I can pull more tokens down and position them.
yeah, let's just use the bar setting, but we'll just say it's an alleyway. Let's draw some lines.
We have a.
Oh no, we're gonna use this dock.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
Remember
a
to
you have
move
a setting?
the player banners that were there with you.
Yeah, because my God, I'm still in the bar on Roll20.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
You have to move the
Weird.
players tab.
Oh, I did that like 3 times. How is it not weird?
Yeah, we're all still in the bar.
You're in
Roll
the
20
bar.
is weird.
Weird, but I'm seeing a dock. That's strange.
And you brought the players. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, strange. I thought you were here this entire time. That's what it was
Nope.
showing me. Weird.
Anyway. Oh, do we have to roll initiative?
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
They're all right here.
Oh, so
Um,
cool.
And then I'm going to just draw some smoke. Smoky smoke, smoke. Smoky smoke, smoke. Fog, 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 foggy fog, fog. No one can see beyond that.
All right.
So we
First
only
up-
see one guy, right?
You only do. Yes.
Okay.
So where's the captain?
He seems to
that-
be right in front of you.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, there's 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, no, that works. All right. So yeah, are we ready?
Yeah. Titus, you are first.
All right. So I spring forward after him revealing his his intentions, and I take my trident and I jump forward and I go to stab him in the face or hit him. So we'll see if that happens. I got a 21. Did I get him?
Just barely. He tries to parry it almost instantaneously, but Trident is a little too strong for him and pierces down into his shoulder.
Got him. All right, doing 13 damage, and then I get to add my sneak attack bonus, and then 9 damage. All right, and then I'm gonna spend my my bardic inspiration on defensive flourish. Oh, wait a second. Okay, this is all water right here, correct?
Yep.
That's Yeah, you're in
Or
an
is-
alleyway, but
Or
that's
we're
all.
in an alleyway. Okay, we're just saying it's an alleyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I roll my D8. Let's see what I got. I got 3. Dang it. So I got 3, and then I'm gonna. So after it parries him into the shoulder, I take it out, spin, and kind of spin at him from the other way to try and hit him again with my trident. Got a 26 on that one, and I got 10 damage, and so I go to stab him in the leg, and then I quickly retreat back to my homies. I'm like, fuck you. I whisper in his ear, I'm like, fuck you, little bitch. And then I 5'10". I'm gonna go right here. Yeah, and and that concludes my turn.
He curses aloud. And then, ooh, Titus, what's that AC right now? Because you did
Oh
your
yeah, good call. My AC is now at 17.
17. Okay. You feel 3 arrows just
Oh
Aw.
shit.
right into your leg. You take. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. And that's copyrighted, so.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, we gotta erase the Chef Boyardee comment. Chef Boyard, duh.
Oh! What?
All right. That should be 4, 12, 18 piercing damage and make a constitution save.
Me?
Yep.
All right, Constitution save. Boom, critical success, baby.
All right, you feel a paralyzing agent go into your body, but it's that of a pufferfish and another creature that you know from the sea, and you're immune to it from your days traveling.
All right, 2, 4. So how much damage is that? 2, 6,
18.
18. All right. Minus 15 more. Okay. 55. Okay. All right. But can I discern what direction the arrows came from? Can I get a location, or is the fog hiding everything?
You felt them in your right leg, so you think from that direction. And this
Okay.
is thick fog, so they would have to be close enough to know where you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But we can't perceive them.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I yell to the boys, archers to the right. Or wait, are they bolts or are they arrows?
Bolts.
Okay, I stand by what I said. Archers to the right.
Now dance to the left.
Everybody.
One clap this time.
2 claps this time.
That's copyright.
Oh shit!
Yeah, stop that.
Dang it. We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
But if you want to sponsor us, go ahead and email.
Just whisper on Twitch. It's the easiest way.
Just whisper on Twitch, and we will get you hooked up.
Sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. Let's total
Roll the dice.
dice.
Drum. You feel on the back of your neck there's a sword being placed there, and Alphonse, you feel one there too, and you both hear "Don't move."
Okay.
You hear out on the outside, you hear a bunch of men, the clanging of swords, and the screaming of men, the firing of arrows, and you see flashes of light kind of coming through and dancing, fogged out light, and just
I recognize those sounds.
And out from the cold, out from the dark, you see a drow with long white hair, blood on his sword, his eyes full of rage. Now I told you not to show that sword, didn't I, Drum?
Yes, I guess you did.
From behind you, both of you see 2 drow with white hair, with mock smiles on their faces, and they're retreating their weapons back in their sheaths. Now we've got a lot to talk about now, don't we?
I guess we do. We've never been ones to steal from one another before, though, Varys.
Steal. Boy, I think you might be mistaken with something. And he snaps his hand when a gust of wind comes through. And you see several just dead bodies all around you. People with crossbow bolts, sailors, big men, kobolds, goblins. Now we know better, don't we, Drum? We fight in the Battle of Merchants. I'm not going to cross swords with you.
Well, I didn't think so, but, getting a knife to my back says a little differently at the moment.
Did you kill all these innocent people?
They were not innocent, Alphonse.
Alphonse, they were trying to kill us.
What? What? Oh, this is a different guy. Oh,
This is all the people. Yeah, he just saved our life. To get you. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
he's
the fog
okay.
confused me.
It's confusing, the fog.
The fog's confusing to many, young boy. Now you shouldn't be out here in the open in the evening.
Hey, Varys, have you heard of are these the people who've been robbing everyone on the fifth day, every fifth day? Do you know if this is them?
Oh, certainly not. These are bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters.
He reaches into their pockets and pulls out like official decrees to operate in order outside of bounds. Trouble is, Port Hubbard isn't a place for decrees, and he burns it like right there on the spot. There's no need for that now. Now, we're going to go back to the Fish Heads Inn. We're going to have ourselves a discussion. And we're going to talk very openly and earnestly about how you're going to let me in on this deal, Drum.
Okay. Let's do that.
Splendid. And just as you do, Varys perks up, looks to the right, and like throws his sword at a wall, and just and you see a creature, looks to be entirely made out of armor, just right next to the sword in the wall. It seems to have an arcane glowing eye, just like. And at that, it seems to scan around. You see, you feel a beam of light go through all of you, and then it just kind of. And that's where we're gonna leave things today for tonight. On D&D, we pull away into the dark. Yes, that's right, my friends. I'll see you next week, you arbiters of fate. Thank you for joining us in a Toll of the Dice. Your price was paid, and your price was correct. I am Jabba's Daruna, Dr. von Grimnir. And anytime you need me, you come into the dark side of your brain, and remember, here is where stories are made.
Ooh, yeah.
So good.
So yeah, we'll be back
did
next
it.
week, Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific. And feel free to support on Twitch if you enjoy the show. You can leave us bits. If you're watching in the archives, feel free to subscribe, follow, all that stuff. So we'll see you next week.
Yay.
I've done everything right. Why does nothing excite me? Stepping into the future, but baby, are you sure? I'm calling bullshit on all this nonsense we see. I wanna do something, gotta do something. What are we waiting for? I wanna live my life like a star. I wanna drive a fancy car, but all I